Hey there! What a season it's been for the Kansas City Chiefs so far. As we get ready for another thrilling game against the Los Angeles Chargers, it's hard not to admire how this team continues to dominate the AFC. Leading the division is no small task, and much of their success comes from an area that doesn't always get the spotlight: the defense. This season, the Chiefs' defense has been phenomenal, ranking among the best in the league for yards allowed per game. That's no easy feat, especially given the explosive offenses they faced. And when you think about the heart of this defense, one name immediately comes to mind: Chris Jones. Chris Jones, the Chiefs' all-pro defensive tackle, has been an absolute game changer. Week after week, he's been anchoring the defensive line and causing chaos for opposing teams like it's second nature. His performance has been key to the Chiefs' success so far. Of course, there's always room for improvement. After games, the team often reflects on areas they can sharpen up, whether it's tightening end-of-game situations, improving offensive and defensive coordination, or limiting big plays on special teams. The Chiefs recognize there's work to be done. But hey, a win is a win, and they'll take it while continuing to improve. Chris Jones himself admits it's been a tough grind, playing 83% of the snaps this season, the most in his career, shows his dedication. But even he feels the toll. Balancing playing time while staying fresh is always a challenge, but Jones credits the coaching staff for managing his workload effectively, especially during high-intensity games. The Chiefs know the road ahead won't be easy, but with a defense like this and leaders like Chris Jones stepping up, fans have every reason to be excited about what's next. Sometimes I have to play more snaps than we originally planned, but that's just part of the game. Late games and tight schedules make it challenging, but if the team needs me out there, I'm ready to step up. Speaking of stepping up, how great was it to see Charles back on the field? It was amazing. He worked so hard to return, and seeing him out there doing what he does best, rushing the passer, was a big boost for us. In fact, he ended up playing more than we had planned, and he looked fantastic. Charles brings a lot of versatility to our pass rush unit, which is always a good thing. We're excited to keep building on that and pushing for even more sacks. Now on to Justin Herbert. What a quarterback! He's got it all: strong arm, accuracy, and a sharp mind. He's a big guy too, which makes him tough to bring down. The Chargers are a well-coached team, and they've been managing their run game really well lately. Our job will be to limit the big passing plays and try to slow down their running attack. If we can disrupt their rhythm, we'll have a better shot at containing Herbert. On the flip side, when we're facing a young or struggling player on their offensive line, it's an opportunity for us. As a defense, we look for any matchups we can exploit, whether it's during a pass rush, stopping the run, or even blitzing. If we can pressure or disrupt their weaker spots, it makes a huge difference. It's all about finding ways to impact the game, one play at a time. When it comes to helping our offensive line improve, I think it's all about preparation during the week. In practice, we challenge them early with different looks and pass rush moves that they're likely to see in the game. It's about mimicking the opponent as closely as possible so they can anticipate what's coming. Of course, with a short week, we have to be smart. It's not training camp where we can go full force. Instead, it's about giving them solid, realistic reps through the scout team to build their confidence and readiness. Now, looking at the Chargers' offensive line, what stands out is how well they work together. They've had to adjust a lot, rotating players at different positions like right guard and tackle, but they've managed to keep things running smoothly. They've been protecting Justin Herbert really well this season, which makes them a tough group to go against. Oh, and about DJ Humphries. Funny story there. He thought we were in the same draft class, but I had to remind him I'm 2 years younger. We joked about it yesterday. We never faced each other in college, but I've always respected his game, even when he was in Arizona. He's got a great personality, and I think he'll be a strong addition to this offensive unit. Finally, being on defense in those nail-biting end-of-game situations, it's intense. It's happened a lot this season, and as a defense, we thrive on those moments. Knowing the game is on the line pushes us to dig deep and make the critical plays needed to secure the win. It's all about staying focused and trusting each other when it matters most. When the game is on the line and we're out there on defense, it's both a challenge and a testament to our preparation. We train for these moments, whether it's during situational drills, in training camp, or throughout the week. We trust ourselves and embrace the challenge because we know we're ready. And hey, let's be real for a second. This offense has carried the team for years. It's about time they got to take a little break and let the defense shine, right? Now, let's talk about Chris Jones. His presence on the field is truly game-changing. Year after year, he's been the backbone of this defense, delivering incredible performances. Before we dive deeper into what makes Jones such a special player, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of the Chiefs' defense this season? Are you as impressed as I am? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We're aiming for 2,000 subscribers, and your support means everything to us. Every like, comment, and subscription helps us grow. All right, now that we've set the stage, let's dig into what makes Chris Jones so impactful. Watching him play is like attending a football masterclass. Whether he's stopping the run, collapsing the pocket, or simply being an unstoppable force on the line, Jones does it all. This season, he's been phenomenal. At 30 years old and in his 9th season, you might think he'd start to slow down. But no, Chris Jones keeps proving why he's one of the best in the game. Stick around because this story only gets better from here. But here's the incredible part. Chris Jones isn't slowing down. In fact, he's playing some of the best football of his career. The stats back it up. But honestly, you don't even need the numbers to see his impact. Every snap he plays, he makes a difference. Speaking of snaps, Jones has been putting in serious work on the field this year. We'll get into the details soon, but for now, let's take a moment to appreciate what it takes to consistently perform at such a high level. It's not just about talent. It's about hard work, discipline, and an unwavering dedication to the game. Here's a question for you. Is Chris Jones the best defensive player the Chiefs have had in the last decade, or maybe even the best ever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. Your support helps us create more content like this and gets us closer to our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Every click matters, so thank you for being part of this journey. Now, let's dig into one of the hottest topics surrounding Chris Jones this season, his workload. Did you know Jones has played a staggering 83% of the Chiefs' defensive snaps so far? That's the highest snap count of his career. For comparison, his previous full season high was 80%, so this year he's really pushing the limits. On one hand, it's a testament to his endurance and leadership. At 30 years old, when many players start seeing their snap counts reduced, Jones is stepping up more than ever. His presence on the field is crucial, whether he's pressuring the quarterback, drawing double teams, or opening opportunities for his teammates. But there's a flip side. Playing at such an intense level for so many snaps comes with risks. Fatigue, injuries, and wear and tear are very real concerns, especially as the season heads into its most critical stretch. That's why defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo and the coaching staff are carefully managing his workload. They're striking a balance, maximizing his impact while ensuring he stays healthy and ready for the playoffs. Jones's commitment and resilience are a huge part of why this defense has been so successful. Let's see how the rest of the season unfolds. What do you think? Should the Chiefs give Chris Jones more rest during games, or should they keep him on the field as much as possible? Share your thoughts in the comments, maybe even cast your vote. More rest or more snaps? And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. At Total Chiefs, we're building something special, and with your help, we'll hit our goal of 2,000 subscribers in no time. Every bit of support from fans like you makes a difference. Now, let's dive into what defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, or Spags, and Chris Jones themselves have to say about managing this heavy workload. Their insights give us a behind-the-scenes look at the Chiefs' strategy, and trust me, it's about to get interesting. Chris Jones's increased snap count hasn't gone unnoticed. Spags recently addressed the issue during a press conference. As someone who knows how to manage talent effectively, his perspective is invaluable. When asked about Jones's workload, Spags acknowledged the challenge, saying, "It's a really good point. We'll have to look at that. I know Joe Cullen takes Chris out early in the first half of games to keep him fresh. We'll have to keep our eye on that as we get down the stretch. It's clear the coaching staff is walking a fine line. They want Jones on the field during the game's most crucial moments, but are also mindful of the bigger picture, keeping him healthy and ready for a deep playoff run. That's why defensive line coach Joe Cullen has been carefully monitoring Jones's snap count. By pulling him out for short breathers, they're trying to balance his impact with his longevity. Spags also highlighted Jones's professionalism, saying, "Chris takes care of his body and does a good job." That's no small thing in the NFL, where even minor lapses in conditioning can derail a season. So, what's your take? Do you trust the Chiefs' approach to managing Jones's snaps, or do you think they need to adjust before it's too late? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Every new subscriber helps us grow Total Chiefs and gets us closer to our goal of 2,000 fans. Together, we can make it happen. We're building something amazing here at Total Chiefs, a true community for Chiefs Nation. And now, let's hear from the man himself, Chris Jones. His thoughts on his heavy workload are as steady and grounded as his performance on the field. When asked about the increased snaps this season, Jones responded in his usual calm, team-first manner. "You know what? Joe Cullen does a heck of a job trying to watch the reps. Sometimes the game transitions to where I have to be out there more than we planned for, and that's just part of it." That's classic Chris Jones. No complaints, no excuses, just an unshakable focus on helping his team win. This attitude isn't just inspiring, it's what makes Jones a cornerstone of the Chiefs' defense. What stands out even more is his self-awareness. Jones knows his role, understands the grind, and embraces the responsibility. That's true leadership, the kind every great team needs. So here's a question for you. Do you think Chris Jones is the ultimate team player, or is there someone else in recent Chiefs history who matches his level of dedication? Let us know in the comments. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're creating a special space for Chiefs fans, and every new subscriber gets us closer to our goal of 2,000 fans. Tap the notification bell too. You won't want to miss what's next. As we head into the final stretch of the season, the Chiefs are once again fighting for the top spot in the AFC and gearing up for another deep playoff run. But one big challenge looms. How do you keep Chris Jones fresh and healthy while maintaining his impact on the field? It's not easy. Jones is the type of player you want on every snap, but even the best need time to recharge. The coaching staff knows this and has been working to balance his workload carefully, ensuring he's at peak performance when it matters most, like the postseason. Here's where you come in. If you were the coach, how would you manage Jones's workload? Would you cut back his snaps now to keep him fresh for the playoffs? Or would you maintain his current pace to keep the momentum going? Share your strategies in the comments. This season has been a wild ride, but one thing is clear: Chris Jones is at the heart of the Chiefs' success. His leadership, work ethic, and dominance are unmatched, and we're lucky as fans to witness it all. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Your support allows us to create more content for fans like you. Let's hit that 2,000 subscriber milestone together. Thanks for sticking with me, Chiefs Nation. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. And here's to the Chiefs marching on to victory.